Okay, so obviously you already saw the intro, but today we're doing June Bookish vlog. And this is gonna be my first book of June Bookish vlog. This is Every Summer After by Carley Fortune. I'm so excited for this video, swear to gosh. This is my first recording for June Bookish vlog, which is insane. It's May 26th, so it's not in theory actually June, but I just filmed my June TBR video because I did that early because I'm in a reading slump. So hopefully this video is getting me out of a reading slump. I think we're gonna try and read 6 books this month. Honestly, we have a really great TBR, so I think honestly we might read our entire TBR. Like, actually every single book on it is great. Glass Castle I think will be really sad and I'll need a lot of stuff to take me back out of that, but I think I've got so many good books on the list that I think that'll be so easy to do. So yeah, anyway, today we're gonna start Every Summer After. I know it's May 26th, so it's not actually officially June, but I want to start it and I want to start it with y'all. You'll see me again and you'll be like, oh my god, and I'll probably be done because this is literally only 300 pages. So, but I'm counting it for June. I don't know, do I want to count it for May or June? Because May I've only read 3 books, so do I want more? Or do I want to count it for June so that it's on my June TBR? I honestly think I'm gonna count it for June, even though that's kind of sad because it means that May has literally nothing. Also, if anyone's wondering what the TBR pick was, it's recommended by a friend. We're gonna go start this and I will give you my first thoughts and then I won't see you until June 1st. Does that sound good? That sounds good. Welcome to the couch. If you're new, you've never seen this couch before. That's so sad. This is like the couch of Alex. Okay, so I think this is Friends to Lovers. We're gonna do a lot of Friends to Lovers this month. Hi, Key. Okay, so I've read Charlie's book, right? I read One Golden Summer. So I think it's similar to that. I mean, I know it's a series, obviously, but I don't know, like, Persephone is such a fun name. Okay, so it's Percy is, like, her nickname, and Sam, and they've been inseparable, and then they fall apart. I high-key love, like, a friendship that falls apart. Like, fake skating is that. I'm sorry, I just have to text my friend because her ex's name is the ex that's in this book, and I think it'd be so funny if she read this and was like relating to this. Anyway. Okay, y'all, it's 10:25 and I don't think I'm gonna read anymore. Like, I want to read more, but I just don't think it's gonna happen. We're on page 30. I did not read that much. Anyway. Every Summer After, let's talk about it. So, all of Carley Fortune's books are set in Canada. I think we know this. If you don't know Carley Fortune, guess what? You're in for a fun treat because this video is going to be a lot of Carley Fortune. It's honestly a Carley Fortune fan page video. We've got this one, and we're also going to read Our Perfect Storm, the new one. And we're going to be watching the new movie about it. So, we're going to have a Carley Fortune video, basically. But if you want to see a ranking of all the books, let me know, and I will make that. Basically, what we have here is we have an older brother. We have Charlie. He's the older brother. He's honestly not romantic interest, I don't think, at all. And then we have Sam, which is like the love interest. And then we have Percy, which is like the girl, right? So the girl and Sam are like friends. And Carley Fortune does this a lot. I don't know if you've ever read a book by her, but Carley Fortune does this a lot where she'll do like she'll time jump. So actually People We Meet on Vacation is a really good example because it's kind of similar. So like Carley Fortune and this and People We Meet on Vacation are kind of similar in the fact that like it goes to a time and then it flashes back and then it goes to a time and then it flashes back and then it goes to a now and then it flashes back, you know? And I feel like Carley Fortune does this a lot and People We Meet on Vacation is that way, and there are a lot of Emily Henry books that are that way. But anyway, I love the settings in Carley Fortune books. I just think that they're amazing and wonderful and slayful, and more people need to talk about how good the settings are. I do like to read these at the beach, and I do think it's like better to read them at the beach, but it doesn't mean you can't read them like here and now. I love how small this book is. Like, it's so fun to read because it's just like so floppity, you know? Also, my bookmark says clock it. It's so cute. I'm just obsessed. I'm liking it so far. I do think it's good. It's very Carley Fortune-esque. Like, I feel like I'm just like totally in the Carley Fortune thing. I did note one page where it said it's Canada. I say that all the time. I'm not Canadian, I am American. I love to say Canada. Canada is my favorite word. It's so funny. And I love Canada. I love it so much. Every time I go there, it's like a vibe. I love Vancouver. And like most of her characters live in Toronto and then go somewhere else. So Barry's Bay is actually, I think, where Carley Fortune grew up, or she went summers there. I think she went summers there. So it's like, obviously she knows the town. Like she says in other books, and I saw a interview with this. I'll link it on the screen. But in one of the interviews that I saw her, and she said that like Barry's Bay, she didn't have to make up because she knew it. But like the other places that she writes about, she does have to make up because, you know, but our perfect story is actually about Tofino, which I've actually been to. So we're going to compare and contrast how close this book is to Tofino in real life. Hi everyone, today is not June 1st. Are we surprised? Absolutely not. Today is May 29th. We'll also probably talk tomorrow at the book festival, but probably not that much. I don't know. We'll see. But I did finish Every Summer After. I know that there's a bookmark in there which is very misleading, but that's actually where the acknowledgements start. Which on Fable it says the acknowledgements are, this whole book is 320 pages, which is probably true. But oh, is there like a extra book? Oh, excerpt from One Golden Summer. I've read One Golden Summer. But we finished the book! So yeah, I'm very excited that I finished the book. I gave it 4.25 stars. We'll talk a little bit more about it at the end of this video. We'll do like a little wrap up. I'm gonna try and do timestamps for this video, so if you like really care and you just want to see the wrap up, you can go skip to that and then come back. But yeah, Every Summer After by Carley Fortune! It's finished. I did count it as a May book on Fable, but I did count it as a June book for y'all. That kind of makes more sense if you watched my May wrap up and June TBR video, and still does make very much sense. But next we are going to read Daisy Jones and the Six. I did get it on Libby, so that's what we're gonna read next. Also, kind of funny thing. So okay, so we're gonna read that on my Kindle. I'm very excited. Definitely excited to read that. It is on my TBR, so we want to read it. I logged on to Hoopla at midnight last night, and I got The Summer of Broken Rules by K.L. Walther, because I wanted it as an audiobook. I do actually own it. It's somewhere over there. But I got it as an audiobook, because I need it, and I want to read it as audio. This is one of the first books I read as audio. I mean, it's not the first. The first was Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. I also want to do my bookshelves today, but I think now we're going to edit some videos because A, I don't have that many videos that are edited, and B, I need to get my May wrap up in June TBR video done by literally tomorrow at 4 o'clock. So we're going to try and do that now so I don't have to do it at all tomorrow. I actually have a kind of a busy day tomorrow because we're doing the festival, and then I have something from 1 to 4. And then I'll come home and I'll probably do some video stuff, and then maybe I'll read. I'll film my festival experience because that's next week's video. Hi everyone, so I wanted to update y'all on some reading of mine because obviously this is a reading vlog. We're doing some reading. So I've been reading Daisy Jones and the Six. I think I'm like 46 pages in. I'm not that far. It says page 622 pages, but I don't know if that's right because I'm on my phone. I'm on the Libby app, and I just don't know if that's right. But I'm on page 50 on the Libby app, and I am really actually loving it. It's kind of a mix between like The Favorites by Lane Fargo, and then kind of, I mean, I said it was kind of like The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, but you know what it's kind of giving? Okay, so this is a memoir, and I know not all of us read memoirs, but there's also sort of like a Nico Case's The Harder I Fight, The More I Love You vibe. I just feel like Daisy and Nico Case, like, they're the same, like, vibe. You know what I mean? It's the same, like, 70s poor like on your own like vibes too. Anyway, we are going to switch my Libby to my Kindle. I just made a Kindle content video, so I wanted to switch my Kindle. And plus, I like to read more on my Kindle, especially like this is like the nighttime. Tomorrow I want to read a lot. Like, and it's going, loan expires June 18th. Well, good. It's loading. But then this says 467. Okay, amazing. So yeah, I think I'm gonna read a little bit tonight. And I will talk to you again in the morning. I know tomorrow's my 31st. I don't care. We are going to be yapping. From now on, we are officially part of the vlog. So welcome aboard. This will probably end before the end of June anyway, because I'm going on a trip starting July 2nd. And so I want to like be done with this video before then, so that it can go out July 4th, even though I'll be currently like on my trip. Hi y'all. Oh my god, I'm loving this like bookshelf. Like actually I haven't even like been able to like think about it, but now I'm looking at it and I'm loving it. This is my TBR for the month, but then everything else is like, so these are the books we're hoping to read, plus Glass Castle, which will go here when I get it. It comes in on Friday, if anybody's curious. But I've been reading Daisy Jones and the Six. Today is Sunday, obviously. I'm 30% of the way through. Look at me. I just got an ad for Our Perfect Storm. I'm on page 150 exactly. I'm really liking it. I think my prediction for what the rating is gonna be like 4.5. I don't think it's 5 stars, but it's definitely like 4.5. I don't think 4.75 yet, but if it gets better, I think it'll be 4.75, but I think if it got worse, then I've like changed my rating, but right now I'm thinking 4.5. I'm really liking it. I really like the stuff. There's not much relationship, like not much romance, but there definitely is a little bit. I honestly like the music like more. Like I would call this much more of a literary fiction book, and I like the music like a lot, the music element, and like following all of the different characters. We don't get to see some of the characters as much as we see others. Like we definitely see Billy, Daisy Jones, and then Graham and Karen the most. I really like all 4 of those characters the most, but I think that's just because they're like more developed than the other ones. But I'm really liking it, and I think I'm going to continue reading. It's currently 2:15, so I do think I'm going to go get a little snack, and then we'll turn on Focus Friend, which I'll talk about in a little bit if you've never been here before, and continue reading because it's iconic. And I love to do iconic stuff. I kind of want to get a phone case that like kind of like matches my Kindle case. I also really want like a iPad case and a MacBook case, because I don't have a MacBook case, and also my iPad case is only like my keyboard case. So if you all have any recommendations, let me know. But I've seen people who match their Kindles to their iPad, and I want to do that. Like I feel like that'd be iconic. We're gonna continue reading. I'm really loving it. Also, I'm kind of loving reading on my Kindle. Like, I feel like I haven't read on my Kindle in so long, and like, I love my Kindle. We're gonna go get a little snack, and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, it's a little while later. I did take a break, a longer break than I wanted to, but that's okay. I did have a snack, and I took a break. Anyway, now we're going to continue reading. I do want to put on some Focus Friend, and I want to talk to you about Focus Friend. Obviously, this is not sponsored, but I like to talk about it in my vlogs, because then in some vlogs I talk about it in vlogs. So Focus Friend is basically an app. It's made by Hank Green, and you have this little bean, and it knits, and then if you don't use your phone, it knits, and if you use your phone, it drops its stitches, and you don't get as many socks, and then you get socks, and you can buy stuff for your house. So I'm gonna do 40 minutes because that's how much I want to do. I really like this app, and I think it works well for me. You obviously, like, if you needed to, you could, and I like that at the bottom it has this cancel feature, just in case you accidentally started it. But I always do like 40 minutes. I don't do like a crazy amount of time, but 40 minutes is a good amount of time for me to be like, I know I'm gonna have 40 minutes so that I don't need my phone, but if I need my phone in like 40 minutes, I can still use it. So we're gonna go for 40 minutes. We're just gonna read, and I will check in with you then. probably. Something really unexpected happened, especially with one of the characters that isn't as talked about, so I'm really surprised. And so I'm gonna put on the camera so that you can get my reaction of it, you know what I mean? Because I'm on 33%, page 164, and one of the characters who, like, he has been talked about, obviously, because he's, like, part of the, like, interviews, but he just did something that was just, like, pretty surprising, I'll say, that I didn't expect. Like, a lot of things have happened in the last 3%, like, 14 pages, but this one was, like, surprising from a character that, like, hasn't really been talked about. So I wonder if we're gonna talk about him more and talk from his perspective more. One of the characters, actually I'm just gonna say, Billy, one of the characters, he said something, and I think that was really noble of him. And I also thought it was really self-aware, and I think, like, Billy gets a lot of hate for being, like, I don't know, kind of annoying. He's had some problems in the past. You can't always expect him to be so truthful and keep his word for it, but he is self-aware, and I think that is an important and good skill. I think Daisy is also pretty self-aware, like, at least now when she talks about it in the past, you know, I think she's pretty self-aware. In the present, I don't know, like when she's, because it's an interview, but it's much later, like in the future is when the interviews take place, but when they're talking about it, I don't think she's very self-aware. So yeah, you know, it'd be cool, an interview of dance moms. They should do like a documentary on dance moms, but the documentary part, I think Daisy Jones is pretty self-aware, but in her moments, I don't think she is. I also think it's kind of a problem for Daisy and Billy because, like, Daisy thinks that the reason that Billy is not going into her hotel room with him is different from the reason that it is, which... That was a weird sound. Okay, y'all, it's been 40 minutes. It is currently 4:44 p.m. and I'm on 41%, and I'm on page 202. I just got to Aurora, which is where I stopped. I think I'm going to edit for a while. As for the book, I'm liking it. I really am. But there's kind of a lot of hate between every single character. Like, everyone is mad at each other and, like, becoming Daisy Jones and the Six. Like, Daisy has officially, like, been added to the group, and it's become a whole thing, and everyone's super mad at each other. So I think that's interesting, but we have gotten the perspectives of a lot of more characters, which I think is great. Like, we get more from the rest of them, not just Daisy and Billy and Graham and Aaron. I feel like those are our main four, especially because those, like, I think that Daisy and Billy will get together. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if that's a spoiler, but I think that they will. I mean, I don't actually know yet. But they've talked about that, like, even before. And Graham and Karen are together, and so I feel like there's sometimes that. And I feel like those are our main characters, but then the rest of them are sort of starting to, like, become characters. So I think that's cool as well. Anyway, I'm gonna go edit for a while, and I will see you later next time we read. But yeah, that's my update. Hi everyone, so it's currently 10:11. I'm on page 229, 47% of the way through the books. We're almost at 50. And I want to give some updates, and then I'm gonna go to bed. And I'll see you tomorrow for more reading. Obviously tomorrow is a Monday, so I will have to go to school. I'll try to read at school. I do have a pretty chill week. I have a couple things, but not too many things, but I wanted to give you an update on the book. I love Billy and Daisy's like like starting to be friendship. Like we're starting to see them as friends, and that's really been fun to see because like, I feel like we get like they're a good team. I think like Billy is a better writer, but Daisy is a better storyteller, and she can really make a song like come to life. And so I just think it's really fun to see their story, their writing process. So yeah. Anyway, I will update you tomorrow, but that is kind of where we're at right now. It's pretty chill. There's not really much drama. They're just writing songs and writing music, but I'm liking it. Again, I'm still at like a 4.5. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So I'll update you in the morning, and yeah. Hi everyone, so I'm home from school and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my book because I'm about to sit down and read it. I uploaded a video and now I'm back and ready to read. But let's go check what page I'm on. I think I got to 300. I'm on 328. I'm 67% of the way through. And so yeah, I'm really liking it. I'm still think I'm gonna give it 4.5 stars. I really like all the characters, honestly. I mean, I think that they both have like bad things and good things, but I think that that is cool. They're very depth characters. I don't really think this is a spoiler because it doesn't really matter to the storyline, but Daisy got married and that's been a big like thing and part of the like emotions for the characters. Like a lot of the characters are pretty mad, and honestly it's interesting to see what the characters think. So yeah, but anyway, we're gonna continue reading, but I am really enjoying it, honestly. So yeah, we have about 130 pages left, so I think I can finish today or tomorrow. I don't think today. I think I'll finish tomorrow, but I'm really liking it, and I think I'm going to continue to lock in. I do need to update my Fable, so we're going to do that now. If you don't follow me on Fable, what are you doing? Fable's kind of like Goodreads. Obviously, I talk about it in every outro, so if you don't. Also, I know this is probably old news, but I just opened Instagram, and I saw that Taylor Swift posted that her new song, I Knew You, is coming out June 5th. So I'm so excited for that. Yeah, here it is. I think it's gonna be a single. So, and she updated her profile picture too. Hi everyone, so it's currently 7:59 and I'm on page 379. I feel like I might finish today because like I feel like we don't have that much. We have a lot of time until bedtime and we don't have that much to go. We only have 100 pages. We have less than 100 pages. I think we can do this. We're gonna lock in. Daisy just admitted something kind of crazy and I'm interested to see if she's gonna admit more, so I'm gonna vlog it. I know my tripod's right there, but it takes a while to set up, so. Daisy just did something really brave. It's not even like... Something bad happened. And then Billy and Daisy both decided to do something bad. So, I don't like that. This is a really like somber moment. Like everybody's pretty sad and everybody's kind of going through like sad things right now. I also think we kind of have like groups, and I kind of want to talk about that a little because I mean it kind of matters. So, and there's not really a spoiler here. So we have like Graham and Karen, right? Graham and Karen are like one couple, and then there's Billy and Daisy. And like Billy and Daisy are weird because like they spend a lot of time together, but they also like spend a lot of time hating each other. But they're very similar people, and like I was talking to my friend who read the book before today about it, and she was like, I feel like everyone else in the like cast of characters could be replaced and it would be okay except for Billy and Daisy, and I kind of agree, and I think that And a lot of the characters are mad at them because they hold that value of their self. Like Daisy knows she can't be replaced. Billy knows he can't be replaced, you know? And then there's Warren, Pete, and Eddie, right? Warren, Pete, and Eddie are like the characters that are the least like, they're the least like known and talked about, and they kind of all come together and hate everybody for it, you know? This is editing us, and I wanted to like kind of continue this point of like they really do hate everyone for the fact that they aren't talked about as much, and I wanted to like show that they aren't talked about as much by showing you my clips and how I had to clip everything to say Warren, Pete, and Eddie, because I had to go look up in the book what their names are because they're literally talked about the least, to kind of show that like they are talked about the least, they hate that, and they resent everybody for it. Those are our 7 like characters that are really talked about, and those are like their groups, and I feel like we're having issues with like everybody in those groups. And then obviously like Spurs together, like Graham and Billy are having issues, like Karen and Graham are having issues, and Billy and Daisy are always having issues. Like actually right now they're kind of okay. I mean, there's just issues around them, you know, that are like feeding into it. And then Pete and Warren's never like starting stuff. Eddie and Pete said something to Eddie, and Eddie is mad about it. But Eddie's always mad. Like Eddie's legitimately always mad, so you can't make him not mad. Anyway, I'm gonna go because it's a 20-minute video, and yeah, and so I'll update you whenever I stop reading. Okay, I swear I just talked to you, and I know that that's bad, but something very, very important happened. So we actually got the author's point of view here, which is really, really interesting because it's different from like any of our other characters that we got, and we can see that the author is actually Julia, which is Camilla and Billy's daughter. So Camilla is Billy's wife, and that is their daughter, and the author is remembering this thing that actually happened and remembering meeting Daisy in the hallway in a hotel room when they were out on the road, and that is really, really cool. So the author and Daisy talking to each other, so we can see that Daisy has a relationship with Julia, the daughter of Camilla and Billy. Okay, so I don't want to give you a spoiler, but I will say this: the part of the book has changed to now we have Billy and Camilla's daughter, right? And I think that there might be some more stuff happening. So excited about that. I'm on page 444, 89% of the way through. Here we go. Oh, it says before you go. What do you mean? That's it? Oh my god. That's it. Wait, I thought it was 467. Oh, this is the acknowledgements. No! Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna have to think a second, because now I'm so sad. I'm gonna give it 4.75. I'm gonna think for a second and I'll be back. Okay, everyone, it's like exactly an hour later, and I have thought about it, and I did review my book. I did post my Fable review and everything, and I'll put it here. I don't even have it pulled up. Y'all are gonna crash out about this. I gave it 5 freaking stars. I know, but I just loved this book so much. I thought it was literally amazing. I said it wasn't always sad or always happy. It was somewhere in between. I felt like it was really realistic, and you know I love a really, really realistic book. As for bookish news for y'all, I think the next thing we're gonna start is Our Perfect Storm by Carley Fortune. We're going back to Carley Fortune. So let me just show you. Okay, so this is our June TBR. I'll put a picture on the screen. We have 2 of them done out of 6. I think next, okay, so I want to do like happy, sad with happy at the same time. I want to read these at the same time and then happy. So I think Glass Castle might destroy me. And so I want something to like kind of cheer me up as I'm being destroyed. And so I think that having the audiobook of the Summary of Broken Rules is gonna be great because I can like audio the Summary of Broken Rules and also read Glass Castle at the same time. Hello everyone, let's go update you on my book. I'm on page 44. I wanted to show you a page. I'm just gonna tell you because we're under 50 pages through. Like, honestly, I feel like it's not that big a deal. So I'm not really gonna tell you all of the tea with this book. So, first off, okay, so our two main characters are Frankie and George. I think her name is not Frankie, but it's something. And basically, Girly Pop, like, her mom is like not a really great person. I'm sure we'll go more in depth with this. Honestly, I think these are the most depthful characters in a Carley Fortune book yet. Dare I say it? Dare I say it? And basically, she's engaged to this boy named Nate. He's actually like an old man, but that's besides the point. That doesn't really matter. She's engaged to this old man, and then one day, it's her wedding. George is her best man, and so like they're kind of talking about like their life or whatever, and of course because it's a Carley Fortune book, we like get flashbacks to like their friendship in the past and then their now friendship. But then on her night before her wedding, Nate says, guess what, Girly Pop, we're not together anymore. So yeah, so she has just called George to be, so then she goes back to where she's living, and now what we see is she's just called George to be like, hey bro, can you pull back up? Because he's like a traveler. Like, honestly, he kind of reminds me of, he's like the same job as Poppy from People We Meet on Vacation. It's very similar to People We Meet on Vacation, but like not in a bad way. It's just also friends to lovers, and they also do similar jobs. I feel like is my only two things. We don't have the like crazy type A, type B stuff, so I think that that's fine. Anyway, where I'm right now, is we just got to like they're 10 years old and they're having like a little fake wedding, which is so fun. I think it's so funny that I read two, Carley Fortune Friends to Lovers books in a row. We also kind of got a brief glance into the fact that they kissed at some point, but we don't know what it is, and Frankie says she doesn't even count it. Also, we got a brief glimpse of this, and the only reason I kind of remembered it is because when I was watching Lottie Smally's, I'll put her here, vlog of this, she talked about it. It did talk about it, but like it really brushed over it. The fact that they have their something tattooed on their rib cages, like both of them on their rib cage. I think the rib cage is the rib cage. It's the rib cage because her dad said something about the rib cage on like they're being attached by the rib cage. That's probably why they got the rib cage. I'm sure we'll see a look into that as well. Anyway, I'm gonna continue reading and I will update you before I go to bed. Okay, thanks. Okay, I want to recap my quick reading of The Summer of Broken Rules. I did start this book while I was studying for finals and then writing some goodbye letters to a couple of people because I am switching schools, and so I was reading this while I was doing that. So that is why I forgot to record, though. I'm so sorry. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. So, and then also talking about my book a little. I think I'm gonna read a little bit more, but not much. So first, The Summer of Broken Rules. This is so like cutesy. Like, I feel like it's gonna be 3 stars. I feel like it's gonna be like, I feel like what I'm gonna give it is, it's not very interesting. Like, there's not much here. She's just complaining about this dude and I don't care. It doesn't give like there's much depth at all. I think it's gonna get 3.75 stars probably. That's my thoughts right now. No hate. I kind of want to read this while I'm on vacation, but I also want to read this for my June TBR, so I don't know. I think reading it with Glass Castle is the best idea, so I'm gonna pause the audiobook. We'll come back to that. But as for our Perfect Storm, I'm really liking it. Like, I'm actually really liking it. I think there's a lot of depth here. You see a lot of different characters and different depth, so I'm really liking it so far. I don't think 5 stars, but it's good. So anyway, those are my thoughts. I'll see you tomorrow for more. Okay, I hate to compare books to other books, but also I love it, so I actually don't know why I said that. But like, here's my thing. Like, Our Perfect Storm is very much like Every Summer After, kind of, except with more depth. But I think Our Perfect Storm is different because like they see each other all year round, right? And that's different for a lot of Carley Fortune books, because we don't see a lot of Carley Fortune books have them seeing each other all year round. Like Every Summer After, they only see each other in the summers. Maybe they have like this long break. I feel like the tripod's taller than usual. I don't know. And the thing is, like, they're like late 20s maybe. I have no idea how old she is actually. I think about late 20s. And they've been friends since they were like 8 years old. So they like know literally every single thing there is to know about each other. School, y'all. Welcome to the school vlog. We're really on chapter 4. And her fiance broke up with her. I'll give you more tea later, but that's it for now. I'm literally vlogging at school. It's crazy. I should edit. We're gonna edit. We're probably actually gonna edit this video. Hi y'all. The lighting's like really weird right now, so I'm really sorry about that. But I wanted to talk about kind of what's happening in my book. I'm on page 90, and so basically Frankie's best friend, whose name is like Aurora. Her name is Aurora. Basically told her that like she needs to go on her honeymoon, and so then Aurora texted George and was like, hey, get this girly pop on her honeymoon. So now George and Frankie are gonna go on her and her ex-husband, or her ex-fiance's honeymoon together. And they have a week. And it's in Tofino. For y'all who don't know, I've actually been to Tofino. So I'm going to show you some pictures. I think it's going to be really fun to look at some pictures. Okay, so here's some of my pictures. It's super pretty. So it's actually on Vancouver Island. And if you don't know, Vancouver Island is basically, it's an island off of Vancouver, which is in British Columbia, Canada. You have to take ferry to get there. So we took a ferry over from Vancouver to Vancouver Island, and Tofino is on Vancouver Island. They are driving to Tofino. I don't know if they're like on the ferry or what, but that's that. So anyway, I'm going to continue reading, and I will let you know when I get to another point. I don't know how much time I'm going to read today. I'm not loving it. I think I'm going to give it 4.25 right now. I'm not loving it, but we're going to continue and see. There's not as many time jumps as this one to like some of them, which I like more. I like when there's not as many time jumps. Like, it's not that I hate the time jumps, it's just I don't like love them. Hi everyone, so it's currently 10 o'clock and I have not read that much. I actually just uploaded a video, so that's really exciting. I'm excited I got that out. So that's exciting. Today has much more been about y'all and a lot less about this, just because I've been editing. I edited a little bit yesterday, but like today I really locked in and edited, so I'm happy about that. But that means that I have not read. I'm not having the same like want to read this book as I was for like Daisy Jones and the Six, which is fine. That's part of life. But we are gonna continue. And I also need to remind myself that it's June 3rd. Having one book done on June 3rd is pretty good. But anyway, I'm gonna try and read for a little bit. I don't want to stay up too late because I do have an important thing for school tomorrow. But if you're wondering wherever I edit, y'all, it's here. It's 1000% in my bed at late night times. I'm always editing very late in the night. So now that we've done that, we're gonna go ahead and read. So yeah. Hi y'all, so I've been reading and I want to give you an update. I did read at school a little bit today, but not like any crazy amount. I don't even think I took any pictures of me reading at school, but anyway, let's talk. So I'm currently on page 154, chapter, I have no idea. Basically, okay, so they're in Tofino, right? They're like slaying in Tofino. There's a lot of setup. Like, I understand, and I honestly think that they're not going to get together until farther in the book, which hopefully means that they're not going to have a third act breakup. I did pin a part. Like, I dog-eared a page, but only for the vlog. Don't worry, I'm undog-earing it. I really liked this quote. I really like this quote. It says, so they're basically talking about themselves and, like, yapping. And it says, there are no ugly parts. Some of them are just louder than others. Some might be vicious when provoked, but they're all you. They're all worthy of love. And I just really liked that quote, so I pinned it, and I will put a what's it called, post-it note in it so I don't have to dog-ear the page forever. But anyway, right now they're in Tofino. This is day 2, so they're basically doing the 5 stages of like getting over someone. Are there 5 stages of getting over someone? I feel like it's usually the 5 stages of grief, but this is 5 stages of getting over someone. And so the second one is indulge, and right now they're in indulge, and they're in like a spa. And obviously you can see them catching feelings for each other. Again, I really like, and I said this before, I know I did, but I really like the fact that like there's less times where they go backwards, but they talk about the past a lot, and I like that more, honestly. But George had a really bad like wildfire thing because he travels for work, like I said with Poppy, except he travels to go like see the scene of a crime. I'm not actually sure what he does, but he travels for work. He travels to go, I think it's like to be a reporter. I think he might be a reporter. And so he went and did wildfires, and that was like a really scary thing, and he has a lot of trauma from that. And so he just told Frankie that he's been seeing a therapist, which I think is really great. So we're gonna see how that plays out. But that's where I'm at. So I thought I'd update. About a little less than halfway through. I wanted to finish by Friday so I could start the Glass Castle, but I don't think that's gonna happen, which is okay. Again, I'm trying not to be so like perfectionist about it. It's only June 4th. So yeah, anyway, we're gonna continue, so let's go. Hey everyone, so I wanted to give a little update because I haven't updated in a while. I'm currently on page 206, and I'm honestly kind of loving it. Like, I don't know, like I'm liking it more than I was on 150. I really need them to get together. There's only been like one thing in the last 50 pages that have been like really big, you know, but it's still like fun. I don't know. Okay, one thing that I love, and this isn't really spoiler, you might want to know this on your own, so if you want to skip, I'll put a time stamp you can skip to, but I love the fact that Frankie like cleans George's glasses for him. It's just so sweet, and I feel like not even from a romantic standpoint, it's just like a sweet thing for friends to do. My best friend and I, so like she can't tie her shoes, so I tie her shoes for her, and it just feels the same, you know, it's the same vibe. But yeah, I'm gonna continue reading for a little bit. It's like 10:04. Should I be going to sleep? Yeah, but also it's like a Thursday night. Like, who cares? It's the end of the school year. It's almost the end of the year. Next week I have finals, so we gotta lock in a little bit more, but not too much more. I think I'll finish this book tomorrow or the next day. We'll see. Saturday I have kind of a packed day because I have lifeguard orientation, but after lifeguard orientation, I'll probably come home, read, edit. But lifeguard orientation, well, actually in the morning I'll be able to read for a while because it starts at 11. So maybe I'll like get up late, I'll read. My mom and I could read together. That could be fun. So yeah, we might do that. Y'all, of course I can't tell you because that's a total spoiler, but this whole entire page, like page 208 and 209, oh my god, it's not friendly stuff. well, it's not like weird stuff. It's just like she keeps saying things that are not things you say about your friend. She keeps gaslighting herself into being like, yeah, these are totally things I say about my friend. I totally say we should be together forever. I'm filming because I think something might happen. It's like 11 o'clock, but I don't want to stop reading. I think I'm gonna read like 2 more chapters and then I'm going to bed. And I'm like obsessed. I'm obsessed. Also. Okay. I wish this was dual POV. I know Carley Fortune doesn't do it, but I wish it was. I need to hear George's perspective. I gotta read more. Hi everyone, happy Friday. I have officially finished Our Perfect Storm by Carley Fortune. I did end up giving it 4.5 stars to literally no one's surprise. I'm actually loving this book. I did really like this book. I don't know where it scores like on my ranking of all the Carley Fortune books, but I'll figure it out and let you know. I might do a short form video like ranking all the Carley Fortune books, so we might do that today. Let's talk about Our Perfect Storm a little. We are going to start Glass Castle probably tomorrow. We'll see. I kind of wanted to start it today, but I don't know. So we might start it tomorrow. Anyway, like I said before, I gave it 4.5 stars. I said I just love Friends to Lovers so much. Hey y'all, so I have a little book update. We did start Glass Castle yesterday. I actually have not read it all today, but we did start it yesterday. So here it is. I'm currently on page 24. Also, this is the bookmark of our choice. It's a little butter. I love butter, so that's so slayful. I want to get a butter t-shirt or a butter hoodie or something, but I like the bookmark a lot. So anyway, and I feel like it's a fun like little thing, even though we're reading an intense book. Right now, what can I say is happening? Basically, we had like her as an adult and then we flashed back to her as a kid. So that's where we are now. She was in the emergency room because she got burned because she was cooking hot dogs by herself. So what we're kind of seeing is she's a very independent kid, which is sad. But yeah, anyway, that's my update for right now. I don't think I'm gonna read tonight because it's 11 o'clock. But I'll probably read tomorrow. Maybe I'll read tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon after I get back. I'm lifeguarding tomorrow, so we'll do that. So yeah. Okay, y'all, I thought I would update on my books because I've been listening to this and reading this. I actually have not read anything since I updated with you with this, but I have been listening to the Summer of Broken Rules. It's pretty nothingless. Like, I feel like it's like a 3-star read. Like, I feel like we don't really have like a big conflict. That's just my personal opinion. I mean, we'll see as we get more into it. I honestly don't remember that much from the book. But anyway, yeah, I have to go to school in a little bit. But I got up late and everything because I have a doctor's appointment. And then I'm going to go to my doctor's appointment and then go to school. But I thought I would update you with that. But I will bring this to school today and I'll probably read this, not this, but I have this on audio, so if I'm walking through the halls and I want to listen, I'll just read this. Anyway, I'm gonna get ready to go to school and I will update you later. Hi everyone, what is today, Tuesday? Happy Tuesday. We are gonna start reading Glass Castle together. I'm on page 44. I am not reading that much actually, but today we're gonna lock in and read for probably like an hour or 2, so that's exciting. And then also, this is totally just bookish news. I don't know if anyone cares, but today is Lizzie's birthday. Oh, wait, I was gonna film a video and then we'll read, and then we will actually read, I promise you. Hi everyone, so I have finished filming, so we're going to read. I'm gonna read for probably like 30 minutes. Look, my focus friend even read my mind. So we're gonna put it on for 30 minutes and I'm gonna read, and yeah. I'll vlog it. Okay, so the like glass castle basically means, okay, so the girl, her family's like on the road all the time, like they're always driving away, and like we've seen like 2 times where it's like, okay, these people need to give up their child. Like, what do you mean this person's allowed to have a child? Right? So definitely need to give up their child. There's 2 like big moments, and I mean there's other small ones, but these were like 2 huge ones, right? And then we also see, and I'm just gonna tell you this because like the glass castle is a thing that her dad used to say, or does say, if we're going from like the time that this book is like happening right now, where her dad says that he's gonna build her and her family a glass castle for them to live in. Anyway, so we're gonna read it. Let's freaking go. Here we go. Let's go yap. I think I'm gonna read without the camera on, and then if there's a big moment, I will turn it on. Something that I think I need to realize is like, okay, by the way, I'm on page 58. Something that I think I need to realize is like, she is only 7. Like, she just talked about being enrolled in the 2nd grade. She's only 7 years old, and all of these crazy things are happening to her. Like, I can't even say like one parent is bad and one parent is like okay. Like, both parents are bad. One of them is worse. Like, I would say her like dad is worse, but her mom is still bad. And I think it's hard because like her mom is so dependent on her dad, and her mom got pregnant and then had to like go get married and then like go slay, you know, and be there for her husband. So I can't blame her as much, but like I still don't think she's such a good mom. She's not like, oh, like, I would not give her like a great mom award, no hate. But no, I mean, we just heard a story about her being in the back of a U-Haul and they can't talk because if they get pulled over, it's like a whole big thing. And that's like a big thing for the entire book is like, so she and her family have to run away because her family are kind of being chased by the police or Gestapo or somebody bad. Also, this is kind of cool. So this picture on the front, it definitely looks like she's like crying. Like, you can kind of like see like, okay, this girl is crying. But when we look on the inside, that's not crying, that's whispering. So I think it's kind of crazy, and I feel like this is like the overall theme of the book is like, at least at this point, like, you can't tell that she's like really like sad. Like, she seems pretty happy, but I don't think she knows anything else. And she kind of is like homeschooled. Like, I know she goes to some schools like in the towns that they live in, but they only live in those towns for like a month at most. And so I don't think that really counts, and you don't get close with anybody. And if you don't get close with anybody, well, then they can't tell you like, hey, your family's bad, girly pop, like, maybe this is not normal, you know? Like, and I don't think she has any friends where it can be like, oh, girly pop, what's your besties doing? Or parents who can like call someone and be like, yeah, these people aren't so slayful, because they keep running away. So anyway, we're gonna continue reading, but that's just my little update yap session thingy. So yeah. Hi everyone. I don't know why I decided to put you here when my tripod's right there, but I don't care. So I'm drinking out of my book festival mug that I got at the book festival. It's yellow on the inside, which is really cool. And I have a little hot chocolate in here, even though it's so hot outside. Like, we're gonna finish my hot chocolate and read some more. So yeah, I'm not obsessed. I'm not obsessed, but it's getting better. Like, I feel like we're starting to see what happens, but they are definitely fighting, the parents, I mean. So, and that is impacting their life. So yeah, without further ado. They're driving to West Virginia right now, which I think is how Jeanette's family gets to New York, because obviously they're in Phoenix right now, and Phoenix to New York is a crazy drive, but West Virginia to New York is not so crazy. I think it's probably like 10 hours. They're going in November, so it's probably really pretty. I think she's seeing for the first time like people who don't like their families, and I think that's probably interesting, and a probably interesting turning point for her, because she can learn, oh, I don't have to like my family, you know. Y'all, it got so unexpectedly dark. I mean, I turned my candle on to film, but it got so unexpectedly dark, and the vibes were just like amazing, immaculate. I wanted to show you. So earlier today I redid my pop socket, so now it has some stars and some hearts. It was already like scratched up at the bottom, so I think this is the ultimate upgrade, which is super awesome. And then I was bored, and so then I was doing my water bottle. I'm like absolutely obsessed with this pattern right now, like the hearts and the stars. But I'm gonna be using my water bottle so much this summer because I'm gonna be a lifeguard. So this is definitely gonna be used a lot. And my Ducky Stanley also is gonna be used a lot, but I love my Walla. And we are currently on 144, or like 145, because I try to end like at a chapter usually, especially for reading vlogs. I think I'm gonna read for like 30 minutes and then I'm gonna go to bed. So I will let you know either today, or I'll update you tomorrow with what happens. But hi y'all, so I wanted to give you a little book update. I'm currently on page 200. I do have to go to work. I wanted to talk a little bit about my book. So a lot has happened. So they moved to the town of Welsh before my update, but I didn't tell you about that. So that's in West Virginia, and it's a lot different from the places that they've lived, which is like Phoenix, Nevada, California, or Arizona is what I meant by Phoenix. They've lived in other parts of Arizona, but mostly Phoenix. So they moved to West Virginia, and that is where her dad's family lives. And they move in with their dad's family, but then that doesn't go so well. So then they just move to this little house, and I feel like that's where they're gonna live for the rest of the time, just because like that's the thing. What just happened is the child welfare people came, so then her mom had to go get a job, so now her mom has a job. Other than that, I don't know, I feel like now we're getting into like they're becoming like teenagers, and so their parents aren't really like caring about them more, because they're like kind of being like, this is kind of weird, you know. So that's where I am with that. I think I'm going to listen to more Olivia Rodrigo of the new album, because I listened to it yesterday and I'm really liking it actually. And then I'm gonna go to work, and when I get back we will talk more. Okay. Something totally unexpected just happened, like literally jaw-dropping. Like I don't even know what to say about it. It's so strange. Like, I mean, this whole book is crazy, but hi everyone, so I do want to yap about a ton of stuff, so that's obviously what we're going to be doing. So first of all, obviously you saw me finish Glass Castle. I did end up giving it 4.5 stars, and we will talk more about like my actual 100% review later, but I gave it 4.5 stars, and I said this has literally every single trigger warning, so I probably should have said this before I started, but definitely check the trigger warnings before you read this. This is incredibly sad, and definitely you need to check that before you read it. Also, I did the Drew Barrymore bun, and it was really, really cute before, but now it's kind of ugly. I also kind of want to talk about the Summer of Broken Rules. I don't know that I'm gonna read this. I know I said I was gonna, and I kind of still want to. Like, I don't know. Like, I want to read it so that it's done, but also at the same time, it's so boring and annoying. I don't care about any of the characters at all. They have no depth. Like, so we might not be reading it, but I'm gonna take a break from this at least a break. If not, I'm gonna read The Mistake by Elle Kennedy. A lot of people don't like this one. I don't know how we'll feel. Anyway, we're gonna edit and then tomorrow we will start The Mistake. Cool. See you then. Bye, everyone. Hi, y'all. We're in a place you might have never seen before. We are going to be watching, sorry. Every Summer After by Carley Fortune. We're watching the new, oh my god, it's a show? Okay, we're gonna watch the show. Anyway, we're gonna start it. So, I did not realize it was a show. We're gonna get addicted to this show, I swear to gosh. Oh my god, I can't believe it's a show. How many episodes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Oh, we're getting addicted. Okay, let's watch episode 1. I don't know if we're gonna watch all the episodes today, but we're definitely watching episode 1 at least. It's 55 minutes long. I've got my little mac and cheese. I'm ready. I'm locked in. Okay, I will let you know what I think after I watch, or if there's some big moment. Either of the two. Okay, my thoughts so far are Chantal's going, like, with Percy to the lake. So my thoughts are either Chantal, her best friend, I mean, is going to hook up with Charlie, or they're going to do Charlie and Alice this season 2. I wonder, because it's an entire, like, series, I wonder if they'll do Charlie and Alice this season. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm on an ad break, so we're yapping. Let me mute it. So they just saw each other. Well, we don't know that Sam, like, saw Percy, but, like, we know Sam saw Percy. Literally, like, they just saw each other, and then she just ran away. I keep real. That's I keep real. But yeah. We're gonna continue watching, so slay. The episode just ended, and it's safe to say I'm obsessed. I need to watch the next one now. I know I probably shouldn't. I should probably, like, be productive, but we're not being productive, actually. I don't care. We're gonna watch the next one. I'll probably pause in the middle and do stuff, but we are gonna watch the next one. So, one thing I love, I mean, this is really just a joke. One thing I love is that Percy, every time she walks into a place, oh, it's unlocked. Oh, watch me pull up. And I know that really is, like, actually small town vibes. Like, they just don't lock their doors, but it's hilarious. It's like, oh, let me just go back to their house. And it's unlocked. Y'all, I kind of ship Delilah and Sam. Like, some of the things. So, in the book, Delilah's not back. Like, she's there only when they're kids. But here, she's here now too. Oh, let me pause it. Sorry, there was an ad break, but it wasn't long enough. But now she's here now. So, they need to go get together. Anyway, that's where we are. We're, like, most of the way through episode 3. So, we're gonna continue. Y'all, it's Friday. It's the last day of school, which has just been so, like, sad, but also really happy. I've had a really great day. Today, Every Summer After. Hi everyone. So I totally forgot to update you on Every Year After and all of my thoughts. This is many days later. I have finished Every Year After so many days ago, and when I made that video I was more focused on Glass Castle, but now we are back to talk about it. I want to talk about my thoughts on everything about it. I'm so sorry I didn't vlog that much about it. We only got like a 10-minute yap about Every Year After, so I do apologize on that. Overall I did like it and I would watch season 2, but I don't need season 2, you know. It was okay. I would say it's pretty different from the book. It's not like an exact replica. Like, I don't know if that's what you want, then that's not what you're gonna get. I did like the casting of Percy specifically. I think that both of the actors for Percy were good actors, but also they looked so alike. Like, I thought that they did a good job picking actors for that job. So I kind of hope that Charlie and Delilah will get together in season 2. Like, I know we have Charlie and Alice. I know that's all of what our One Golden Summer is about. But since I don't like One Golden Summer, I could live with Charlie and Alice. Or Charlie and Delilah. I think that Charlie... Also, I love that they gave a shout out to Hey There Delilah. Like the Hey There Delilah, what's it like in New York City? She talked about it. She was like, oh, I love that song. And I was like, lock it. Hello everyone. I hope you're having an amazing day. So today we are starting the mistake. Also, I did my nails. I'm sure you saw this. If you saw my like crazy nail video, that kind of blew up, so but I did my nails and I glued them on, and they're pink and yellow and they're very cute. Anyway, today we're also my hair is hairing. Today we're gonna read. I have not read in like 3 days, like, because this video, like, the last time I filmed was 3 days ago. I know I said I'll read tomorrow. Yeah, it's been 3 days. So today we're gonna lock in and read. I'm very, very excited. I'm gonna start The Mistake by Elle Kennedy. This is John Logan's book. I don't know if I said that before, but I probably did. I literally just got done editing. I edited up until this point, so this is the first video since I've edited it. I have no idea what to expect, to be honest. I've never read an Elle Kennedy book before. I know I probably should have read The Deal before The Mistake, but I watched the show, and I honestly feel like I don't need to read. And I know, okay, so I know that the score is coming next, like, in the show order. So in theory, I could read the score and then come back to The Mistake. But also, I bought The Mistake so that I could read the score. And I honestly just feel like it's fine. I can read this. I've had, like, a lot of good books this month. And so if this book is just okay and it's, like, only 4 stars, I'm really actually okay with that. Like, I don't expect too highly of a rating, but I'm not like, oh, I'm expecting a 3-star rating. So, I am excited to start this. I really am, actually. So, we are gonna read. I really want to read. This is in the same realm as this, I feel. I really want to read Wild Darling. Like, I feel like I have not read that, and I talked about reading it so much in, like, March and April, and I never did. And so I really hope that I can do that. We're gonna see if I can get it from Libby, because that's 6 weeks. That's not bad at all. Okay. Also, my friend just read Beartown and loved it, so we might read Us Against You together. The Names comes in 4 weeks, which is crazy. Best Offer Wins I have suspended, but I do want to read at some point, so we'll hopefully read that. I feel like we're gonna have a library month in the month of July. I feel like we've been doing a lot of my books, but in the month of July we're gonna have a library month, I feel. So hopefully that's true. We're gonna read these 2 library books. Actually, I really hope The Shippers is this month. It would be a bingeable book. Like, I feel like we could binge it. But I also do have something to do at 4. But 4 is a while away. It's like 10 right now. Okay, I am gonna record so that you can kind of see, like, my reaction of the first couple of pages. Also, the prompt was a book you bought because of the cover. There's the Deal, The Mistake, The Score, The Goal, and The Legacy. There's a ton of these books. I really don't care about the fact that he's in love with, like, Ella. Like, I don't care. Like, is that rude? Like, I really just don't. And I feel like that's gonna be the same for, like, the 3rd book in the Say You'll Remember Me trilogy, like, with The Night We Met and, like, Mike's book. Like, I feel like he's just gonna be, like, loving this girl who, like, obviously is with a better dude. Like, he's like, oh, well, they're perfect for each other, but I'm still mad. Like, I don't care. He literally just said, like, because hearing either of their voices right now would bum me out. I'm like, bro, deal with it. Okay, so they just met. I'm on page 22. They just met. I hated every single moment of reading this until they met. I think that they actually are like sweet and cute together, so that's good. But everything up until that, when it's a puke, I really don't care that he loves Ella. Like, I don't care. I don't care. So those are my thoughts so far, but I think I'll like them together is what I'll say, because I like them. Like, you can like characters together but not separately, and that's kind of how I feel right now. I don't really know anything about Grace, so I don't really have thoughts on her. But I don't like John Logan by himself. I don't. But I like them together, so I think I'm gonna keep reading. Hi everyone, so I just took a little lunch making break. I made myself some mac and cheese because it's my addiction. Love myself some mac and cheese. So I made myself some mac and cheese, and then I have my cherries because I'm in love with cherries. Literally have cherry pants on right now. I'm actually really liking this book. I'm liking it. I could see myself finishing it today. Only really like a third act breakup. I don't think that they were together, so I don't think it counts. We definitely had a falling out though, and I kind of understand why. And like, yes, it's Logan's fault. Are we surprised? No. But I think that he's done some self-improvement. I'm interested to see how they come together again. Those are my thoughts. I honestly think we could finish today. I'm not gonna like rush myself through it, but if it happens, it happens. Y'all, guess what? I'm almost done. I actually was like freaking out because I was like, what if I don't have enough footage? Because I haven't been checking in with you. I've just been reading, but I'm actually almost done. They're in full relationship stage and I'm loving this. I don't think that there will be a third act breakup. I swear to gosh, if there is, punching some people. But I'm on 255 and there's 315 pages. Yeah, I don't think they'll have a third act breakup, but anyway, we're gonna continue clocking it. I mean, there are big things though. That's what I like. Like, there are big things, but that's what I like about the off-campus series is like there are big things, but it's also really like cute, you know? Like, we have a good mix. And I think that John Logan has gotten better, in my opinion. I hope that the show is similar to the book. Anyway, we're gonna continue reading. I'm also off tomorrow. What if we do 2 full reads in one day? That'd be crazy. Okay, so we are finished. I think I'm gonna give that 4.25 stars. I loved the ending. The ending was like exactly how I could have wished the ending would have been. Like, I could not have written a better ending for this book. So overall, I really liked it. We did have a little bit of a scare at the end. I would not call it a third act breakup, but there was something. But it kind of gave the same idea as like the deal. Like, it wasn't their fault. It wasn't their fault. It was, but yeah. The only trigger I would say is there's some alcohol. I actually did like it. I think I gave it 4.25 stars, so it was over the rating that I thought I was gonna give it. So that's great. And tomorrow I'll start the shivers. But that's my thoughts. I'm so incredibly excited that I'm done. Now I have to go to my thing, but I cannot believe I finished. That's crazy. Okay, bye everyone. Bye everyone. So I sort of did a thing last night that I didn't tell you about because you might be mad. I started the score. So whether or not you're mad, I don't care, I did. I started it last night because, okay, so my rule is I don't start a book on the same day that I finish a book unless it's part of the same series or it's a completely different genre. So if we're reading a cheesy romance like this and then we read like a memoir, those are different genres. I'm not going to get the books confused. Or if it's part of the same series. So like The Score and The Mistake are part of the same series, so I feel like they're the same. So today we're going to be reading The Score. I am very, very excited to be reading this. Don't really know what to say. I am sorry that I'm reading this instead of reading the shippers, but also at the same time, I'm not. I am excited to start this, and I've been wanting to start this, and since I liked The Mistake, I'm excited to see how the score is. I'm on page, like, 20. Oh my god, I'm on page 50! I'm on page 54. So what's happened so far is, so she broke up with her boyfriend. It's a lot like the show. Like, we're still getting the same, like, show stuff. And I feel like the first half of the book is gonna be show stuff until she's, like, with Hunter Davenport. And then it's gonna be the new stuff. And we're gonna see how the new stuff goes. So hopefully it goes well. Hopefully I like this book. I'm liking the setup of The Mistake more than I like the setup of the score, but that's probably because I already know it. So yeah, and then if it goes well and I like the show and I like the book, we'll go watch the episode of the show again. I'm reading these so I don't rewatch Off Campus because I rewatched it and then I was like, wait, I'm gonna buy them so that I don't rewatch it again. So, I love Off Campus, the show. It's such a great show. I'm obsessed. And I love being in this world again. So yeah, and then I guess the next day we'll start the shippers. Yay. Sorry. Anyway, actually no, reading at the pool is like a thing I can do. Like, they said you can read at the pool. But I'm not off again until next Wednesday, so this is my last day off for a while, so I need to, like, savor it, you know? Though I do have a lot of mornings, like, at 1, I still have the morning as long as I get up. It's 8 o'clock right now. Or it's 8:57, so that's basically 9. It's basically 9 o'clock right now. I think we'll finish this book today. I think you can read them out of order if you really want to. Like, if you're like, the only thing I want to do is read them out of order, you can read them out of order. Oh my god, y'all. I love the scene that we're in right now because they're watching this, like, French show so that she can, like, learn French, which is, like, fun. And, like, he's really into it, and it's, like, so cute. I don't know. Like, it's just, I mean, it's cheesy, but it's cute. Anyway, I'm gonna keep reading on page, like, 95. Okay, y'all, so I'm, like, a little more than halfway through. I don't love this book. Like, last book gave me so much higher expectations. This one is giving me lower. Like, it's kind of giving miscommunication. So we're gonna continue reading, but I don't love this. I really actually do not love this. Sorry. Bye. Y'all, my jaw is on the floor. Like, my jaw is dropped. What is happening? So we're reading together because what is happening right now? This is crazy. Okay, so y'all, right now is super great. Like, everything is awesome, everything's amazing, everything's great. I'm worried it's setting up for something bad. I have heard some spoilers about a different character that has nothing to do with our main 2 characters. I'm worried something bad is gonna happen. Yep. I mean, that is what I expected. That's why I turned the camera on. I feel like, so Dean kind of spiraled after the thing that happened, which is totally 100,000% fair, but I do understand Ellie's point about why it's not really fair. I mean, if you've ever read the Voice of Time series and you read the 6 books with Aoife and Joey, this is kind of similar. And, like, he spirals out of control, he uses drugs and alcohol. and I feel like he had to hit rock bottom to really see that it was bad, and so I don't really think that that's good, and I'm not really happy with the ending at all. So I mean, they're gonna make up. I understand what's gonna happen. They're gonna make up and it's gonna be fine, but I don't really think that they should, because obviously he's in the wrong. So I don't know, that's my opinion. Okay, so everyone, I want to talk about the score, and then I also want to yap about something. So first of all, the score, I did end up giving it 3.75 stars. I didn't like it very much. I thought there was a lot of miscommunication. The very ending did leave us on a little bit of a cliffhanger. So yeah, I'm excited to see where that goes, and I will read the next one at some point, not like so soon, but like soonish. But that's where I am with the score. As for the thing I wanted to talk about, I think I need to end the video early. It is only June 17th, but I think I need to end the video early because I cannot go past 2 hours. That's just too long, I think. And so we're gonna pause it and stop, and we're just gonna say goodbye, basically, which I feel really, really bad about, but I think needs to happen because this video is already long, you know. And then, so one of y'all, I asked on my YouTube, as a post, here, I'll turn the brightness down. I asked as a post, like, what I should do, and one of y'all commented, and I really appreciate the comment. I mean, I asked you guys what you thought I should do, so I can't be hating for the comment, but you said you could always split it into 2 or 3 parts, which I see and I get, but I also think to do that, I would probably do it in the same week because I don't want to risk 2 weeks by 2 parts. And so I would do it in the same week, and I don't want to spend like all that time and energy filming 2 videos for it to be just like probably not seen that very much. I mean, no hate, and I love y'all, and I want to give you all of the content that I can, but I also understand that like I can't do everything. So without further ado, we're gonna get into my little wrap up, basically what I would have done in my June wrap up video and July TBR video, because we're just gonna do the July TBR, but I will wrap up all of the books that I read in my July TBR video, like quickly, like a little recap. So if I read more books after today, you will be able to see those then, and then I'll also make short form content versions of those as well. So definitely stay tuned for my July TBR video. It's actually already out, so it was last week's video. You can go watch it. And then both of those short form contents, which definitely also went out, so you can go watch those as well. Now let's get into the recap of the books we read in this video. We also read Every Summer After, but I'm not including that because that was actually a May read, so yeah. First off, we read Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I read on my Kindle, as y'all know. And I said, I loved how we got so many people to tell this story. I love how we got so many different parts. I love Daisy. I love all of the people. I gave this book 5 stars. I just love it so much. I love it all. I just love it all. I love this book so much. There's so much depth and deepness, and the characters hate each other and love each other. And then we have Our Perfect Storm by Carley Fortune. I gave this 4.5 stars. I read this as a physical book, and I said I loved Friends to Lovers more than anything in the world. I liked how much depth there was, and I liked that we didn't get as many like perspective switches. I do understand why we didn't get George's perspective, although I would have wanted that. This cheered me up and made me so happy when I read it, and I'm so glad that I did. I think every Carley Fortune book hits the spot for me, and I cannot wait to read more. So, and then we read Glass Castle by Jeanette Wells. It's Walls. This is a memoir. I read it as a physical book. I tabbed it with y'all. You didn't see my Fable review, there's a lot of triggers, so definitely go check the trigger warnings before you read this book. This is one of the saddest, or possibly the saddest book I've ever read. I think Beartown, The Great Alone, and Glass Castle have been the saddest books I've read this year, and they were all very, very sad. Also Minka Kelly's book, Tell Me Everything, also on there, so I'll put them all here. Maybe I'll make a little like graphic about the saddest books I've read this year. I think that it's very hard because while both of her parents were incredibly bad people and bad parents, they did love their kids, and at least I think in the beginning, if you've known someone who can't sit still, you'd relate to this. Jeanette's parents, specifically her dad, cannot sit still and get bored very easily. They think it's fun for their kids, but it becomes very bad, and I honestly think it leads to a lot of the bad things that happen to them. So those are my thoughts on Glass Castle. I definitely think that everyone should read this. I think it's a very good book, so yeah, definitely read this if you haven't. And then these kind of go together, so I'll show them together. I read them in a 24-hour period. Like, both of these books I read this one in 6 hours, and I read this one in like 5 hours. Like, they were super quick reads. They're very like cheer-upable. They were great after Glass Castle. So if you read Glass Castle and you want some off-campus stuff, if you've seen the show, you can go read these. I've both read them as a physical book, and they're both romances. They're both by Elle Kennedy. I gave this one 4 stars, and then I gave this one 3.5. The ending is exactly how I would have written it. It's super cute and amazing, and I really liked this book. It held up great to expectations, and it was higher than expectations, honestly. And then we have the score. Sadly, this went under the expectations of what I was thinking. I did give it 3.75 stars, as I said before. It kind of felt miscommunication to me, so I don't know. I didn't like this book as much. I love Allie, but I don't love Dean as much. So anyway, those are my thoughts. It's very sad that I'm doing this, to be clear. Like, I'm not happy by any means that I am doing this. Now, I really want to read Beartown, because I was just thinking about all those sad books, and I'm like, I really want to read the next Beartown book. I know a lot of people don't like it, and I didn't love Beartown. Like, Beartown wasn't like, oh. So, I don't know, but I might text my friend and ask her, do you want to read the second book in Beartown? And do you want to buddy read it? And then let me know what you think. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe if you're not already. I recently learned that 94% of the people who see these videos are not subscribed. So please go subscribe. I'd really, really appreciate it if you did. And follow my Instagram if you haven't already. You're always seeing more content from me. And follow my Fable if you're bookish. You're probably bookish if you're watching this video, because it is a bookish vlog. But if you, by chance or not, thank you for coming here. But if you are, please go follow me on Fable. It's basically like Goodreads, but like Slaveler. So, you know. Follow me on Fable, and thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Thank you for spending that many hours with me. If you really made it through all these hours, you are a real one for that. I really, really appreciate it. I'm sorry I did not make a part 2 or part 3, but I really enjoyed making this video, and I cannot wait to make another one. If you have a specific month you want me to do this in that I haven't done, so I've done April, November, and then now June. So if you want any other months, please let me know. Thank you all so much, and I hope you have a great day. Okay, bye.